Maybe they negate each other.
Negated.
Negated.
Negative.
She said the
She said the
N-word.
N-
I
Word.
said the N-word! On this episode of Audio Generation, we're going to be talking about music. We're going to start off with a few questions, and then we will listen to a playlist of our favorite songs that we each chose. I'll link the playlist in the description if anyone wants to follow along. We will not be playing the songs due to copyright. We are joined today by Ash and Gale, aka Ash and Bonfire and Professor Mallard. Later on, Autumn will be joining us as well. So sit back and enjoy. So today, we are going to be talking about music and favorite songs and if they involve lyrics or not, or how it makes you feel, that kind of thing. Just general, do you like songs that are played in the background while you do something, or songs that are like songs that are be able to be played in the background, or songs that are more like you have to actually pay attention? Like what is music for you as far as it being important as far as like how much attention you give it? Does that make sense?
Yes, I believe.
I'm just curious
I think
because
so.
I'll tell you what I think, but I'll wait until you guys are done.
I guess I can go first.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't necessarily care too much about music. I like it, but I generally have it on in the background,
Mhm.
and it will only be rare instances where I have it as like a thing that I'm fully paying attention to.
I
It
figured.
is something to help my brain distract part of it so that I can focus on doing other stuff. I certainly enjoy jamming out to it when doing the dishes and whatever, but it's not a thing that I generally experience by itself.
Mm.
It will almost always be a background or a tangential task that my brain is doing.
That's so strange to me. Very strange. I'm like the total opposite. What about you, Ash?
For me, it can depend. I'd say that most of the time I spend listening to music, like in terms of like time spent, is probably with music just in the background, filling in a kind of corner of my brain that wants to listen to something while I'm working on other things or keeping myself busy. Otherwise, I start like doing a whole bunch of idle nonsense,
Mm.
which ends up distracting me more. So a lot of the time I'll end up looking for like ambient kind of soundtracks or soundscapes, usually like centered around video game music or film scores or similar long or even easily loopable kinds of musics that I can get into a vibe of or kind of a mood of. Sometimes when I want to, more rarely, listen to music on its own just to jam out to or experience the music on its own. That usually comes as a sort of events. Like maybe something happens and I want to just listen to music, or maybe like a new album comes out that I've been looking forward to a lot. So I will focus on listening through that album or listening through that song, just entirely alone unto itself to give it my entire presence of mind that I can, or try to.
Yeah. I think that like I agree with both of that in very different ways. So with both of those things, like how you like to have things in the background and you like to have things that you're listening to, like intentionally, I mean. For me, it's more like Do you ever have to like start over a song because you weren't paying attention to a song to part that you really liked?
I
Yes.
I have, yes, quite a few times.
Yeah. So it's like I like to have
I
things
didn't
in the
try hard enough at that song. I gotta go back.
Yeah.
yes. So like when I'm listening to music, I like to do that. I like to like try to give it my full attention, but I also have music that I would play in the background. But the reason I listen to music is mainly like I would say 80/20 is to actually like listen to it as opposed to just having something on in the background. But I can see reasons for both because it helps because when it's on in the background, it helps you distract your mind so you're not going to be distracted, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. Does that make any sense to help your mind be not distracted by other things so you distract it with something else?
I have habits
Yeah.
that I will pick up when I'm not distracted properly that end up
Mm,
really annoying me if they
yeah.
or being very frustrating if they go on.
Yeah.
So music is a way to smooth that out by allowing me to focus on the music and on the emotions or sensations that it provides,
Mhm.
basically. So in a way, I'm both paying attention to it and not.
Yes. And there, of course, there's like music that like I'll listen to that is like instrumental, not instrumental, classical music, like that I'm trying to like study or something. I would do that a lot in college. I would turn on like classic like piano music or whatever.
Yes.
So that would definitely help. Even like just instrumentals of my favorite songs helps me
Yeah.
focus more. But if I don't want to focus as much, like if I want to focus on the music, then I'll listen to the real song. But like instrumental is more background music to me than lyrical can be background music. Just because I have to pay attention to everything.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's probably part of why most of the music that I listen to is more instrumental
Mm,
and doesn't involve lyrics, is because I'm not trying to pay attention to it really.
yeah.
And so the lyrics just kind of like that's songs with lyrics are reserved for when I'm actually trying to pay attention.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For
But
me,
oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry, continue.
I was just gonna say the majority, Gail, would you do you listen more to background music or to music that you want to pay attention to?
Definitely more background instrumental type stuff.
Mm, okay. Go ahead, Ash.
Mm,
Oh, I believe Autumn has come online.
Yeah?
Anyway, I'll continue. I'll finish up my thought. For me, I in terms of like listening to music in the background to help with a certain like my mindset while doing a task, because that is when I'm making art, for instance, I generally have a specific emotion or mood that I'm trying to accomplish, or even when I'm modding, like doing a certain map area, making a certain structure or environment. I have a certain theme or idea that I want to achieve, and often the music I choose to play is a part of that. Not always, but often. So in that case, lyrics isn't necessarily a part of the reason, or well, sorry, it is not a reason I would want to step away from the song necessarily, because the reasons can help, or sorry, the lyrics can help me um understand like the patterns of like thoughts and emotions and stuff that I want to establish. For instance, in artwork, as certain chorus lines come or certain verses come, it immerses me into whatever I want to be immersed in or to make whatever I want to make.
Hmm. Makes sense.
Actually, a big reason why I got into shanties recently, as they often focus around. not necessarily repetitive, but very rhythm based music and chorus,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to art or something like visual art, which can be often repetitive sort of work where you're the brush stroke, for instance, doing that hundreds and hundreds of times. It helps to work that along with the music.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Yeah, I feel like all of us here are no stranger to having some personal music taste, which I think is the fun of having a bit of a long favorites list. Is I very interested in the variety of genres that we'll be hearing
Hmm. Same.
for the variety of reasons.
Thank you for joining us, Autumn. We are already talking about a topic here, but I want to get your opinion on our first question. So,
Okay.
do you like songs that can be played in the background while you do something else, or do you like songs that you have to listen to, that you're listening to like intentionally? Like, what do you prefer, and what are your, I don't know, what are your thoughts on those two options?
Both, but I tend to lean more towards um, intentionally sitting down and listening to music.
Mm.
It's, I, if I can interrupt, I kind of
Hmm.
expected that as Autumn's answer.
Yeah.
Um, and I find that interesting as someone who really doesn't listen to music just to listen to music. It's interesting to me.
Your take is interesting as well. That you, it's just weird that there's people
I
who
expected you're
exist.
expecting.
It's weird to listen, not to listen. It's weird to know that people aren't affected as much as I am by music and aren't like hold it as an important thing. When you listen to one of your favorite songs, like we're going to listen to some songs later, like when you listen to one of those songs, what is like things that you're feeling like memories um like I know what some of my favorite songs just bring me back to what I was doing when I first heard them or something like that. So it's a lot of songs are nostalgic for me. So that's why they hold importance. I'm just wondering about what you guys think. Why does music hold importance to you if it does?
I will
Yeah,
happily
go
go
for it.
first.
Okay.
There's a definite pattern with
Right.
the songs that I like, and certainly my favorite songs. As I added to the list,
Mhm.
it is very much looking for that nostalgia feeling, looking for um, I guess not exclusively nostalgia, looking to feel something, and music is very good at getting your brain to do that. And so,
Mhm.
like, if I listen to music in an intentional manner where I'm trying to listen to the music, then that is basically my goal. Is I want to experience something because of it.
Okay.
And the songs that resonate most with me are often very like either nostalgic or like heavily melancholy, and they vibe with me because of that.
I find myself, I, I guess if I can go next,
Mhm.
I find myself feeling very similarly to you, Mallard, in that respect. Although I would probably extend it slash twist it a little bit to say that I I really grapple on songs that communicate something particularly effectively to me, whether that's emotion, story, or again like an idea, a concept. Although I can have a bunch of reasons for favorites. Maybe it's just because like it's a really nice environment to be lost in that I could have playing for however long, for however many hours I might be working on a piece of art or whatever. And that can, I suppose, translate to any number of emotions. Adventure, maybe, melancholy. Goodness, whenever whenever the song might be able to focus on, is many of them hold uh, perhaps a bunch of emotional terms that might not be easily described
Mm.
in just one simple way. Uh, so, I guess in general, it's the ability to really clearly communicate something, and particularly something unique, an experience that would usually lend to me picking a song and like re-listening to it to hear that story again, I suppose.
Okay. That story is a good reason to like a song. I definitely like country in that way because it always tells a story. My girlfriend broke up with me. I'm drinking. Here's this. Like,
I'm
it's
drinking.
telling a story. Playing the
I got
guitar,
a
going to
drunk
play
and a pitchfork.
the
I'm
or like
going to
some
the
kind of
dance
story
on
like that.
Friday night. Sorry, that was not country sounding at all. That was pop.
But yeah, what do you
Yeah,
think?
took the truck and the dog and the
I'm
house
going
and
fishing.
left.
In the house. Left my house and my dog.
Yeah,
Now I'm drinking.
pretty much. We just wrote a
Sitting by
country
the
song.
lake.
Yeah.
This reminds me of what's his name?
Bo Burnham.
I totally forget. Yes,
Oh
Bo Burnham.
yeah,
How do you
Bo
know that?
Oh.
Yeah, how did
Because
you
I was
guess that?
thinking about
His country song.
his yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh
true.
yeah.
it's so good.
Yes. I think my favorite songs, I end up finding them exactly when I need them.
Mm.
So I'm a very lyrics focused person. That might just be the writer in me. I tend to really focus on the message of my favorite songs, and like I said, I usually find them at the exact moment I need them. Like, oh man, this is gonna get so depressing so fast.
Oh,
I'm
dude, same.
apologizing now for it.
Go for it.
um,
Go for it. Yeah.
growing up, I really didn't think very much of myself at all. I very much like thought I was just like an ugly piece of, can I swear
Yeah,
on
that's
here?
fine.
Yeah.
Go
An
ahead.
ugly piece of shit. I'd search for songs that talk about like your beauty and like feeling your inner beauty and all that sappy crap. And it helped me because it helped me realize that other people are feeling the way that I do. Similarly, with as I grew older and got more depressed and all that fun stuff. I kind of lean more towards rock and metal and punk and all that type of music because they they said what I was feeling, and they showed a lot of anger, which is something that I was also feeling. It spoke to me. It like fed my soul in a way, I guess.
That
I think that's a good
definitely.
way to put it.
Yeah.
Music, there's a lot of neurological reasons why music is so important to humans, but I think that there's like a strong, almost spiritual experience for music in
Mm-hmm.
it feeding your soul.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
know I felt something like that, or what I would consider similar to that. Or actually, let me go back and go through that again. I feel like the closest thing I've had to what I can consider a spiritual experience has been through music, and not even like really related, even tangentially, I suppose, to God, or like an idea of religion. Just music really good, and it just hits the right spot, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for that little moment in time, it's something really special. And yes, I can totally relate to feeling shit about myself and then listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
Question: Did,
Mm-hmm.
was that intended to be in contrast to growing out of it? I haven't
Was
done
what?
that yet.
I have not, but
Oh.
the thing is, I'm the opposite. You said you chose songs that will make you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I always chose songs, and I still do, that make me feel the same emotions that I'm feeling and not making me feel better. They make me feel worse. Or like
Well,
validate that. I don't know.
it's kind of both. Because yeah, I do tend to choose songs that do make me feel pretty shitty because yeah, it's depressing songs about stuff like depression.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it makes me feel a little better because they're singing about stuff that I'm feeling.
True.
It's a little bit of both. I feel better and worse. I'm just neutral, I guess.
It makes you feel all the emotions.
Yeah.
I mentioned before about how I enjoy and look for storytelling, and storytelling
Mm-hmm.
being done very well and uniquely, or and so on and so on. I talked about before. How, like, feeling a certain way, or how a certain thing feels, or what a certain experience is. Songs being about that really are they're a big part of that, because they help me understand, especially someone who is not totally on top of and on board with every single thing. I don't just know how to deal with a certain thing when it comes around. So songs and stories and stuff like that, they really help with determining and going through and understanding what a certain thing is and how to express it, how to process it, I suppose, and even just how to experience it and learn how to deal with it by experiencing a sort of condensed version of it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the benefits of the different forms of storytelling that humans have made is being able to transmit like ideas and morals and like how to deal with existence and how much it sucks.
Yeah.
And we can transmit those ideas over literally thousands of years, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Going to lyrics. Like you said, Autumn, lyrics mean a lot. I'm very much about lyrics because I think of lyrics being written the same way an author writes a book. Every word is purposeful. There are
Mm-hmm.
songs that aren't like that, but the ones that I like are exactly like that. So, like, do you guys hold that same thought about lyrics, or are they just kind of words that go with the rhythm for your favorite songs that have lyrics?
I would hold that same
Um,
thought.
Yeah?
yeah, I'm kind of a half and half.
Okay.
I part of the songs that are my favorite that have lyrics, which is like very few of them, um, is like the lyrics are very important,
Mm-hmm.
and then other ones not so much. Like, one of my favorite songs is Bohemian Rhapsody. I have no idea what the lyrics in that mean.
True.
It's just a vibe.
That's true.
It's just a vibe.
I'm so glad that you expressed that because I've never had any idea what those lyrics mean.
No, not a clue.
Yeah. So I'm to rephrase, I suppose, because I might have misunderstood the question at first. I believe that all lyrics have the potential to be written integrally where every word is purposeful. I do not necessarily have favorite songs because of only that or that being a defining factor. That can certainly be a reason why I might personally gravitate towards this particular song, but it's not really necessary.
Interesting.
I agree with that. A song can have like really good banging lyrics, but if the rest of it sounds like shit, nah, I'm just gonna go read poetry.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there are songs out there that's like I don't understand. This is gonna make me sound really stupid. I don't understand rap. Like, you're just saying random shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like songs where they have lyrics and I can't understand a word they're saying. I hate that.
Mumble rappers.
Yeah,
That's
mumble
what we call
rappers.
them.
Yeah, that would be that would be my question with what you're referring to as rap, because of course there's the mumble rap movement that's happened,
Yeah.
The
and there's
mumble
also rap, like
movement.
for instance,
It's a movement.
I don't know, I don't know, would you guys consider
Bowel
a
movement.
song like Gangster's Paradise as rap?
I'd have to listen to it because I don't remember. I know that name, but I have no idea what it sounds like.
Probably.
I don't think I would. Maybe. That's like, yeah, that's one of those things that it kind of fits into multiple genres. It's hard to tell.
But particularly songs like Gangster's Paradise or songs that utilize lyrics like it, which I believe rap can do as effectively. Like I believe it still has the same potential to use lyrics extremely well. Gangster's Paradise has a very harrowing story being told about life as the songwriter understands it, and it's a really effective bit of lyric being utilized with slang mixing in with other methods of songwriting and lyrics to tell that story. I don't necessarily believe that, for instance, rap is just a jumbled mess all the time.
Yeah.
It can be, just as many songs can be a jumbled mess.
Yeah, there's always exceptions. But I feel like overall, rap has the most problems with that.
I got a really debate-heavy question for you guys.
Yes.
All right.
Go.
Would you consider Wet Ass Pussy to be a rap song?
I've never heard it. At least if I've heard it, I removed it from my memory.
Yes, I would.
That is the correct decision when
Sadly,
dealing with that song.
Yeah.
Listen
No,
to
it's
the
in my
Gilbert
head.
Gottfried
Thank you.
version, way better.
The what version?
Therefore, I abstain from voting on this.
Gilbert Gottfried version.
Oh.
Wet ass pussy.
That is the superior version.
It is. It's the only way I can listen to it.
The only way that anyone should listen to that song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
Make it
debate
more
heavy
into a
question
joke
that was
song.
answered in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Great
I call
discussion.
it a rap song. I call it a joke song. It's a joke.
Yeah, that's definitely a genre, a parody song. Not a parody, but like a
It's
joke.
not really. It's not
I know
necessarily
what you mean.
intended to be the Mona Lisa.
Yeah. It's not gonna win any awards.
Mona Lisa of songwriting right there.
I feel like that would be like a classical piano song or something.
I do enjoy those.
Yeah.
It would be very difficult to pick a Mona Lisa of
Music.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd have to be a song that is arguably more important than the actual song itself, because it comes. Goodness, this is gonna go off in a little bit of a tangent, but
Yes.
I've heard resident arguments that the Mona Lisa is more important than the artwork itself. Like the Mona Lisa as an idea and as a cultural icon is more important necessarily than the artwork itself, because the artwork can be reproduced and it is certainly quality, but a reproduction of Mona Lisa would not necessarily hold nearly as much value as this original painting, this original thing has gotten so much cultural spread and human, like a lot of people know about that artwork. So the original has an untold amount of value that is not necessarily all due to the quality or the look of the art itself. I don't know what song that would be.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
Moonlight Sonata, Movement 1.
yeah. The Mona Lisa is surprisingly small too, like in real life.
Yeah. I keep hearing that about it.
IRL. It's
I
like
cannot...
an 8x11. It's small.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like it feels like that. I mean, you can't get that close to it, but that's what it's like. Very underwhelming.
It's supposed to see what I mean then, that the Mona Lisa as an idea is much larger than life.
Yes.
I mean, I suppose my take on the matter would be that it depends. In some songs, lyrics can be "oh boy," and in some songs, the instrumentation can be "oh boy." And in some songs, both can be utterly magnificent, and it just depends on the song in question.
At that point, I just cry.
Yeah. Too many emotions.
For different reasons.
Yeah.
And it's not always like a scaling. How do I put it? An objective scaling rating of A through F. It's subjective, and it's really just how we feel about something that I think determines things.
So this one is "Hurts to Be Human" by Pink.
It's a nice song.
Yeah. This is one where it's very lyrics forward that I like. I like the message.
I have a personal soft spot for... Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. I have a personal soft spot for songs like this that feel a bit larger than life in a way. I used that term a little bit before, but I like songs like this that feel like it's bringing in a large group of things together, and it's like a rousing battle cry in a way. Soft spot for that. I also enjoy, and well, for the music video shown here, I like the visualization of the hotel complex or apartment complex. Sorry. And what else? I think the production quality on the song is extremely well put together. The drums, for instance, like that whole segment during, I think, the chorus comes in strong, and it's very clean and clear.
Yeah. Next song?
Yeah, I just
or do you
like
have something to say?
I have very simple thing to add.
Yes.
Like message, be good, be happy.
Like message, be good, be happy. I like it.
That is my in-depth analysis and review.
Why say many words when few?
Exactly.
Why say many words when few words are chick? I should learn that someday.
Yes, I like that.
I like the video for this song because I like the aesthetic of
Mhm.
old abandoned drive-in movie theater, and I like the words and it's nice, simple aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah,
Cool.
heavily agree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For sure. I miss drive-ins.
Me too.
Another
really
thing I
like
wanted to
the-
point out. Sorry. Yeah, another thing I want to point out is I really like that the fact. I really like the fact that the clouds, the tape,
It's like repeating,
cutting and
looping.
it repeats on the beat.
Mhm.
It's simple.
I
It's
never
very
noticed
effective.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. What were you gonna say,
Right,
Autumn?
Autumn, your turn.
I was just gonna say I really like the echo effect. The whole vibe just has a really melancholy feel to it.
Yes.
Melancholy. I like
It
that.
definitely does.
Very agreed.
I really like when the horns kick in.
Mm.
That is a thing that I tend to enjoy in music, is whenever, like, partway through the song another instrumentation starts.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons that I really like Deathbed, is the different instrumentation that takes place over the course of the song. And I really like when the horns kick in this song.
It's like
Yeah.
how do I put it? It's like the audio just opens up. You know
Yeah.
that moment of like you feel like you've taken a deep breath and you plunge yourself into water or something like that.
Mm.
Which I think is a fitting way to put it, actually, for this song in particular.
Yeah.
Given, if I understand the lyrics correctly, given the sort of vibe that it's going for.
Yeah. And I like this song a lot because a lot of the lyrics can be standalone for good quotes. And I really like quotes.
Yeah.
Like, so I have a book that I just write down my favorite quotes in.
The kind of book to have.
It's a great book. I love it. I need to find it again because I'd lost it.
And the last thing I want to point out is I really like the fact that a lot of the lyrics feel implicit. I suppose like they're suggesting an idea beyond what they describe,
Yeah.
like an action that takes place after the events that they're describing. Just from the way they're structured, there's some nice bits of creative like poetry writing in there. I enjoy that.
There's a documentary on this album that she did, and she was talking about this song, and they were talking about what the lyrics like mean as far as, I don't know, when she was like explaining it, it just made it so much more sense, kind of thing. It helped with me realizing, yes, this is what she was referring to. Like, yes, you can guess, but like you gotta, if when you know for sure, it's like, wow, that hits different. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's fair. I suspect that that specific kind of feeling is going to come up when Autumn's songs come up.
This is Peace by Taylor Swift.
Clouds.
That's the only commentary. Clouds.
All right, next song.
No, I do. Wait. I do have other commentary I can offer. For one, I really like that. I just say monotonous, but I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean that you can very much hear some of the patterns in the like. I think that's guitar strumming happening.
I can't tell. I don't know the
Like that.
difference. Yeah.
kind of
You're
sound.
I'm
I'm gonna be doing that a few times this stream. No, don't you worry.
Oh, yeah.
Meow 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 meow
I
meow
hope so.
meow 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 meow.
So that that kind of sound, I like that that's repeated so many times. The very similar soundscape in all instances. This is what I mean by we like different songs for different reasons. I might not like that in another song, but I think it really fits here. It's fitting into this personal feeling kind of moments.
Mm.
And I don't know, I like it. I like the way it works. I feel like someone else would be able to describe that better because I cannot.
Thoughts?
Something that I don't know if this is weird. This might just be me. I feel like I don't fully understand the lyrics in this song, and I have that with a lot of things, because I'm stupid and autistic. But I think that I like it sometimes when I can somewhat understand like the point of a song, but then know that there's more there. And if I dug deeper into it, however it is that I could do that, because sometimes I'm just not capable,
So sort of
then
like
I would
poetry.
find, yeah, it's basically how I feel about poetry. Is like I like some of it, but most of the stuff that I like is relatively simple and straightforward, or it's like I'm just getting a surface read of it, and I know that I am, and I like that there's more underneath that I can't quite reach.
The whole ocean under there that you're looking at.
What is
You're
the
seeing something on the
significance
I don't
of the
surface,
know
and
red
they're
about that.
pretty.
curtain?
And I say that I guess like I'm poking fun at you before, but I do that same thing all the time, and I know I do. That's why I love when I can read comments under a song, because usually it involves a whole bunch of people sharing like their takes in the music, like their ideas on individual lyrics. It spawns a whole gigantic conversation, especially on bigger artist pages or songs that have been around for a while, and I love that. I love that I
Agreed.
can go around and just kind of people watch in that regard, because I'm the same way in that I don't understand a whole lot of the song going on here. I just feel like I like what I'm hearing, and I like the emotions it gives me.
Yes.
Notice that I did not comment on the lyrics.
I think the
It's the clouds.
lyrics, like, yeah, just the clouds.
Clouds.
Cloud.
The lyrics mean, I think the song, what I think the song means, which could be totally different to what someone else thinks the song means, is like, it kind of ties in with This Is Me Trying, that theme where like, I'm gonna try, but I probably won't achieve what you think I will in that way. I'm still gonna try. But
Be it anyone who wants anything from me in my life.
I'm a shit, but I will try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It won't be very good.
that
but I'm
kind of
gonna
thing.
try.
Like I can't guarantee that it's all gonna work out okay, but like I'm here for it.
Helps me understand what a song means to people and what they gain out of it. Because me, I'm a dumb. I don't understand my own emotions or feelings a lot of the time. Don't have the words for them. I try to get them, but they often just aren't there.
This comment right here is like how I feel it. This one. I feel like this perfectly describes what it's like to have a mental illness and struggle with your relationship with your partner because of it. The rain is always going to come. Am I still worth it? Can my other qualities make up for it? Would it be enough if I could never give you peace?
Ow.
I can definitely relate to that shit.
Yeah.
Ow.
It's deep. Next.
Yeah.
On to a little
Oh, the next one already. How
Clouds.
you sticking on this stupid dumb song so long? What are you doing?
So this is Smooth Criminal, not necessarily by the Glee. This is just the version that I chose, but this is the Glee version of Smooth Criminal.
By the Glee.
By the Glee.
By the Glee.
That was really cut.
My favorite thing about that video, I think, is how fucking nutty the cello players are going. Like, look at
I
them go.
know.
love
I
it.
was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Their head
they
popped
are.
and they're ready to rock.
Yeah. That
They're
was
putting their
sexy to me.
whole ass into it.
That video was sexy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I love cello. I love listening to someone play the cello.
Yeah. Cello
there are
has
two
such
other-
a great sound to it.
Yes.
does. And there are two things I mentioned when you showed me that video the other day, Jenna, which is one, it's shot like a fight scene,
Yeah.
and for that reason, it feels very competitive to me. Not necessarily sexy, just competitive.
Competitive can
A
be
bit raunchy
sexy.
because of that. Yeah, that's what I mean.
There's definitely some sexual tension there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Having
Just
never
smidgen,
seen
a
the
little
show.
salt and
That's
spice
just
in
my
it.
take.
I just
Nothing ever
totally
comes of that,
forgot that actor is in Glee, because the main thing I remember him being in is CW's The Flash.
You know what-
Yes.
You know what's fun? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just that was the first thing that I noticed. I was like, oh my god, I know that dude. I didn't know he was in the show.
I knew he was in the show. I forgot he was in the show.
Yeah. But I really like that song. The lyrics aren't necessarily like the important thing in the song for me. I just like the funness. It's fun. It's a fun song.
It
You've been
is.
hit by you.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you a horrible fact that
Yes.
I thought growing up that kind of ruins the song for a lot of people?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Growing up, I thought the lyrics were "Are you okay, Daddy?"
Oh no.
Oh
Oh no.
Oh, that's funny.
That changes it a little bit.
Are you okay,
You've been hit
Daddy?
Are
by
you
You've been
okay,
struck by-
Daddy?
a smooth criminal.
Smooth Daddy.
Smooth Daddy-O. Yeah, boy, there we go. That is the superior version of the song.
Yes, it is.
Even though I don't listen to it very much, I really like Michael Jackson's music.
He's called the
And
king of pop for a reason.
Yeah, and like I think the Thriller album is like one of my you're on an abandoned island and you can only have one music album for the rest of your life.
You're just on
Like-
an island by yourself, just jamming the
Jamming.
Thriller
Doing the
dance.
Thriller.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Go!
I can see it for sure.
Yeah.
Especially coming from me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Michael Jackson is a force to be reckoned with. I still go back and listen to some of his songs every now and again. Just whenever the mood strikes, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Next song.
All right. This is Take Me or Leave Me, the Glee version, but I also really like the Rent version.
So right before the last bit of horns that happens at the end, there's like some drums, and I don't even know how to describe it, but I instantly was thrown back to like Mario Kart Double Dash for some reason, and I think that instantly makes the song 10 times better.
Understandable.
Oh my God.
It definitely has Mario Kart vibes.
It's got a good fun
That's so good.
fun sound to it.
It does.
If you had wanted to see the scene, it's a lot more like the Smooth Criminal one, where it's kind of like a argument, and they're
Is
like,
there as much sexual tension?
"Oh, it's all about sexual tension." I mean, it's the song is originally between two lesbians who are getting married, and they're like, "Take me or leave me."
I see. They really left the door open, though.
They did.
Door.
Instead of
Door.
clouds.
Door.
Or chairs.
Or chairs.
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 All right, next song. This is Austin
Yes.
by Blake Shelton. That was a quintessential country song that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that one before.
It's an
just
old song,
from
but it's a good one.
yeah,
It is.
my older family showing me that,
I like
or
that
having it on the
song.
CD that would be played in the car.
But I like that song a lot. It's a simple lyrical thing,
Yeah.
so I can understand it, which is nice.
Yeah,
I've always had a problem with the story of that song because I'm like, bro, why are you changing your answering machine so many times? That's
Yeah,
like
the practicality of it
the
isn't very
80s,
good.
90s. That shit is so annoying to do.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
because you can, I suppose, and you don't have anything else to do in the South.
What are you talking about? He's got a car to sell. He's got like
He's got baseball games to
fishing
go to.
do.
He's going fishing.
Yeah.
He's got a dog
He's
to
got
die.
what do you... Yeah.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. I stand shot to death. My argument.
And
Exactly.
shot to death.
That's what you get for trespassing. Don't come on my property again. End of the laneway.
I don't really have much to say about that song, just because you guys could have already kind of said it. It's a very straightforward song. It
Southern.
brings back nostalgia of my childhood because I was listening to the song and I was like, man, it sounds so sad. I can't wait to experience that. I don't know
You were a
why.
weird child.
I know.
I can't wait to get my heart broken.
I can't wait for my
That's
wife
not-
to leave me and take
that's-
the dog in the truck.
That's not exactly what I meant, but it's
No
what came
drinking.
out, so I'm just going with it.
Let's go.
Next
I'm
song.
sure you
Scientist.
mean. I'm sure you
Sit on
mean
my-
that what you meant was that you can't wait for love that lasts that long, and it could be like that profound.
Yes. Yes.
Don't give her the benefit of the doubt.
No, that's true.
I'm sure that it is, genuinely, but I have to make fun of you.
I know.
You don't know.
I'm not good with words, okay?
I love you. But
I love you too.
all right.
Goblin
Next song?
Mouth
Evan
returns.
Hansen.
Evan Hansen.
Yes.
Dear Evan
This is
Hansen.
a great
and
song.
yes, the song is You Will Be Found. Have you guys heard it all?
No.
Yes.
Oh, so you're the only one who hasn't heard it, Ash. Yeah.
What a wholesome song.
It is.
What a wholesome song.
I
Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, shut up. I know when I first heard this song, my mom had shown it to me and she's like, I think you're gonna love this song. I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful.
Very uplifting and very powerful song for like the power of what like being accepted or being heard can be,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
even if it's like over the internet or like in friend group or whatever in your community that you found.
Mm-hmm.
You will be found. Got him.
Like, repost.
Got him.
This
Comment,
one is a very
subscribe.
lyric forward, that kind of song that I like, as opposed to an instrumental. Most
It
musical.
does have good
It does have
good
good
instrumental
instrumentals,
stuff to
though.
it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have much to say about this song. It's just that I like it. Now this
Sometimes
next
you don't
one.
It's
need
good.
any more than that.
This next one's
It's a very
really good.
feel-good song.
It is. So this one is Female by Keith Urban. I'll just let us play it. I'll just play it. Without
It's-
further ado, here we go.
My initial commentary that I want is
Yes.
edgy contrarianism of cope.
What?
Sorry.
I don't know what that means.
Basically pains
So-
me to not make fun of country music, so I'm just trying to be like, respectful as I can over here.
I mean, I think it's fair for you to make fun of country, considering
very
I'm going to make
country.
fun of your edgy sadness music.
I just like this song because I love Keith Urban. Like, Not just because I
I
love Keith Urban, but I like this song
No other
because,
reason?
like,
I like
don't
this
know.
song because sometimes I like Keith Urban stuff, and I like the message.
Yes, the message.
It is playing on like the kind of traditional Southern values of respect your woman.
Mm-hmm.
She's fucking amazing. She does a lot, and that's nice. I like that.
Yeah. I particularly like the lyrical flow between the like different terms and concepts that are applied to
Mm.
being just a female, a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like using female because it feels very utterly scientific, I guess.
Female woman.
Female woman, yes.
Using female feels either scientific or like you're an incel.
Yeah, I don't like using it. I prefer woman, I guess. I don't know.
I prefer woman.
I prefer woman.
Woman.
I prefer woman, but you know I'm not a biologist. I don't know how to define that.
I look. I like the lyrical flow and then like concepts, all the different concepts being applied. It works surprisingly well, despite that being like a collection of terms that I would have never been able to figure out how to make work in a chorus, and it does it good. I guess it's nice.
It does it good.
That's fair. It does it good and nice.
Yeah, that is my official commentary. Thank you very much.
Get that shit on a t-shirt.
Mic drop.
It does it good and nice.
This is our merch.
Yeah.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Oh my god.
Smash that
Stay
like button.
tuned for the next episode of Audio Generation.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Audio Generations, coming soon to a theater near you.
Don't know what my podcast is doing in a theater.
It's gotta be in the theater.
It's gotta be in the theater. That's
Here's
just
only.
where I'll get
Wow, that made me. Oh no! What have I done?
You want everyone to hear your voice?
You know what that okay sounded like? That sounded like an okay with a period.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Not that. Oh, I feel terrible now.
You should. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just mean. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You are garbage. Accept your place.
I mean, I've already accepted that. At this point, I'm just figuring how to live life on about being garbage. Yes.
Yeah. That's the hard part, right? I feel you there.
Yeah.
I am also a fellow garbage person.
Hello, garbage. How are
I
you?
am a fellow garbage person. Hello. How are you doing?
Like I open my mouth and just literal trash starts flying out. Oh, there's that can that can of soup I had last week. Back into the bin it goes. Don't worry, it's clean. I washed it out.
Okay. Anyway,
Pink.
next, this is "Walk Me Home" by Pink.
Down the street, lady.
Get out of the street, lady. That's your first comment.
Yes.
Yep.
Second comment, and this is not to
Yes.
discount the good of the song necessarily, but I find the music video itself more entertaining than the song.
Okay.
In a way.
I agree with you there. I was having a hard time really listening because I was just like, oh, that shadow dancing thing, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. It kind of distracts
like
from the song.
I like the visual ideas and the concepts provided in the music video, and I think in this case I'm more interested in the video, and the song is support to the video instead of the video probably being intended to be support to the song.
Mm-hmm.
Make worse videos, Pink.
Okay. I can get behind that. Okay.
Clouds. Not just like I appreciate that there's something I can really enjoy here, and I find quite a lot of value in. Song's garbage. Video's good. Let's go.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I do enjoy the production quality and the song. I like it. It's nice.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this song, the reason I like it is mainly just for a few lyrics. Otherwise, I like the beat more. But it's so I would
That's
say
fair. Mhm.
I don't know. There's some parts I like about it more than others, like as far as lyrics go.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Because a lot of it's
Hey,
repetitive too. Like
Mhm.
I feel like the chorus is the main part of the song, rather than it being broken up into verses. It's just like the chorus, like I don't know. Yeah, that's all I have to say about the song. I'm gonna continue
yeah.
on. The next one is Pink also, and it's My Attic.
See inside her attic.
I like that song. I like that it is basically just uh I hide stuff because my life has been tough and I'm afraid to let you in, but I also want to let you in.
Mhm.
I imagine
And I
that's a
like
very
that.
common kind of thing, more common than people might like to believe that other people deal with. And I know I do. I imagine that you guys probably do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll have
Um,
layers and walls.
it's a big part of us, I think, that can shifts and changes, and maybe grows or shrinks depending on the situations we're in or the people that we meet. That just it feels like maybe like the self, the us, the stuff that's up in our attic or the stuff that we do on our own time or whatever is just a bit too much, and we are kind of scared of revealing that for fear of just the people around us that we enjoy being with and don't want to go, being scared of all that shit that's up there.
Mhm.
And it's and hearing a song about that and kind of approaching it at level value, basically like across the table having that discussion. I enjoy that. I think it's done well.
I agree. I this is a song that really makes me appreciate um and personally brings into focus the range that Pink as an artist has with her
Oh, for
voice.
sure. Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
damn, she got the range though.
Oh
I
yeah.
do indeed.
Is like my first exposure to Pink was I can't remember the song, but it was on Lego Rock
Rockstar.
Band. Yeah, probably.
Rockstar.
Yeah,
So what?
yeah,
I'm still a rock star.
yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And you know, her voice is great in that, but this is like a totally different tone and vocalization,
Yep.
and the fact that she can do both of those so well is really impressive.
The fact
Yeah.
that she can sing is very impressive because I cannot.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's a
yes, that
fucking
is,
powerhouse.
yeah,
One might say a queen.
Queen.
one might.
I won't.
Queen.
I'm gonna be super controversial.
Oh.
I
Oh,
think that Pink is really attractive except for her haircut.
I am. I mean,
I
yeah.
agree with you.
I think that that
The hair
haircut
wouldn't
is
be the
not
reason I'm attracted to her. Let me put it that way.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
the haircut does not do her justice.
Mm-mm. Rest of her though. Mm.
Yeah,
I'm back.
yeah. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We were talking about how much we hate Pink.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
How much we hate Pink.
I added this hair after. Okay.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I guess I'll listen back when I edit this.
Oh
That's
no.
true. You will hear it eventually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully you didn't say anything bad.
No.
Allard, I told you
Adam.
saying the N word is not allowed.
You told me that after I said it.
Nice.
Ha ha. N-word. Very
Ha, ha,
funny.
ha.
Did anyone want to say anything that I did not hear? Or did you just want to go to the next song?
Music
We're
good.
mostly just simping over her.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm excited. I'm going to hopefully see her in concert. Hopefully we are.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's November.
Yeah, I think November she's coming to the area.
Excelente.
Excellent.
And this is I'm In by Keith Urban. Sorry, it's another country song. It is what it is.
I don't
I'm
want
so
Keith Urban to
disinterested.
be anywhere.
How could I ever listen to another country song in my life?
Okay, that's it. That's all I want to play for that song.
Okay.
I mainly like the chorus. As far
It
as
is
lyrics.
a cute song.
It is.
Yes. I mean, me personally, I don't have too much more to say. It's a cute song. It's well good. It's good.
Yeah, it good. It nice.
Music good.
Is it good?
Music good.
Mhm.
Me, monk.
Og like
Monk.
rock bang noise.
Return the monk.
Music good.
Return the Monk. Now this is a 10-minute song. We do not have to listen to the whole thing.
The chicken talk right there.
I mean, we can. I love this song. I'm just saying.
It's just trying to save us from Taylor Swift.
If you don't have any of you heard this song? Did I show it to you at all?
I have not.
No.
Nope. At least sounds right
I've-
more.
Probably heard it.
Probably. All right. Well, here it goes. I don't really understand the last verse, but I like the rest of the song.
I mean, the one line just makes me think, oh, this is because, and I don't know this, but the one line is like, oh, she dated Leonardo DiCaprio and it didn't go well.
Like it's a song about someone who dates someone like at least 10 years younger than them. And like the girl,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this song because, well, I like this song because I like the original song, which was it's All Too Well, but there's a shorter version, and I like how this song isn't just more instrumentals, it's actually more lyrics.
Mm.
So it tells a broader, it tells a more specific story.
Mhm.
And
I found myself being very captivated by the lyrics that follow this kind of sound, where it's like ba 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 da da.
yeah,
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's catchy. It's a
it
catchy
is.
kind of musical phrase, and I feel like it's often used, but it works. It hits my monkey brain, gives me dopamine.
Return the monk.
Yes.
Hit monkey brain. Dopamine. Feel
Mm.
good.
Dopamine.
I think a lot of the reason I like songs like this, well, not like this particularly, I guess. I think the reason I like songs that have emotions that aren't straightforward, like they say things that you're supposed to use context clues to
Ruminate on.
understand. Yes, you're supposed to be able to really think about the lyrics.
Mhm.
I like songs like that because it helps explain. I'm not very good at explaining my own emotions very well, and it helps explain emotions for me. At least my favorite like parts of the songs do. If that makes any sense. It's like giving someone your favorite book. Like
Yeah.
that, like here's a piece of me.
Yeah, it's nerve wracking.
It
Being pushed into
is.
my songs every every time we finish one. I'm like, oh god, they're gonna think it's shit.
Yeah,
Oh
it
no,
is
shit.
nerve-wracking.
Oh no, what have I done? Oh, I should have picked the Michael Jackson. Oh god, they're all shit.
Yeah. No, that's
You know
exactly
I
what it
was
is.
thinking? Because to me, like sharing music that I really like, it's almost like sharing like a peek of my diary or something.
Yes.
Like, here's a part of me that stumbled upon this when I was like 12 or something, and radically redefined my emotional grasp on life.
Yeah,
To
please
have
don't shit on
fun.
me, I'll cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to tap into, because when we're asking for favorite songs, that usually implies songs that did something to us personally. Ouch, owie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for, but that's what I'm gonna have to suffer.
Yeah.
Yep. Great time.
Meanwhile, the next song that I have is mainly a nostalgic, reminds me of freshman year of college kind of thing.
Also, just to be sure, I mean Chips. You can't hear Chips?
Nope.
It's all good?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
So
And
the
now I'm
next...
upset that you're not sharing chips.
Hey!
Yeah.
I do know this song.
Chips are
I was gonna say, did you guys
delightful.
know this song? Some Nights, by Fun?
Not off the top of my head. Not from the
Not from the title?
title.
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't it come out in like 2013 or something?
Around 2012, 2013. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Let me
I
see.
get a lot of nostalgia
It
with
doesn't say...
songs because around that time I listened a lot to the radio.
Yeah.
And so I just remember like all these bangers, all these hits coming out in like the summer of 2013. I just get
Yeah.
mad nostalgia.
Yes, definitely. I wonder if there's... Some Nights, if there's a... 11 years ago from We Are Young.
I'm realizing I'm gonna have to
Like...
explain why I pick certain songs after we listen to each one. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
You don't... Yeah, you can say
I
whatever you
want
want.
to. I want to as a thing.
Okay. Alright,
And
ready
it's
for
not
the
gonna
I want
song?
to, but I don't want to, but I want.
Yeah. Yeah. That's...
Sudden cut off of the song.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like,
What?
oh god, did I just...
Sorry.
Beautiful.
I mainly that song is a nostalgia thing for me. It's not necessarily lyrics or anything. It's just like it brings me back.
Yeah. So I have a question for you guys. Do you understand any of what the lyrics are like?
No.
Does any of it make sense?
Vaguely,
No.
honestly, it kind of feels AI generated in a way.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
right.
It's like
I was hoping it
it's
wasn't
like
just
those
me.
AI generated inspirational quotes just slapped together into a song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you guys?
I don't understand any of it.
Have you guys seen the video of Google Translate translating Frozen, Let It Go? And they translate it into another language and then translate it back and then translate it again and then translate it back, so that the meanings get all kind of crazy messed up, and it's hilarious. And then the AI sings
I've seen a few videos like that.
No, not the AI. Someone
Yeah.
sings it.
I don't think I've seen that specific one, but I have seen similar.
Oh, it's hilarious.
They're usually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have 2 more songs. Then we're on to the next person. I don't know, how long did you guys want to do this?
All day.
Yeah, I
Oh.
can
We
keep
keep
going.
going for a while.
Okay.
Let's keep
I'm
going.
having-
Let's
Just
play.
making sure you guys aren't getting bored.
It's fun
Oh.
as hell. I love
I'm
getting
having-
introduced to
I'm
music and I love
having
talking
fun.
about music.
You're having
It's good.
fun? Oh my gosh. Because we're listening to fun.
Hey.
Oh.
You're having
Yeah.
fun listening to country music? How dare you?
I have fun biting my tongue so I don't make fun of it the whole time.
Damn. Test of will.
Some strong will.
Yeah. This
Will
is
be
Lover
dead.
by Taylor Swift that we're going to listen to.
Burrito.
Close. That was close.
Burrito.
So close.
Yeah.
You almost made it.
Burrito. You think they got a bunch of recordings like that she already had, or did she get up
No,
in,
she
like a bunch of different
made
outfits
those.
and recorded new stuff?
Mm-hmm. She's very much a director and original kind of thing. So they definitely recorded that.
Okay.
I like that song. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say that. That's what I was gonna say. So have you guys seen? Sorry.
That you like the song?
Yes, I love the
Yeah,
song.
she was really excited to say that.
Shut up. You're mean.
Yes.
Which one? All of us?
All of you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, you invited
I'm not.
us.
I did invite you guys. I brought that upon myself.
Even worse, you're dating me.
I
Oh.
don't know how to answer that.
Get
Exactly.
debated.
I love you. But she did a performance at the AMAs in, I don't remember when it was, 2020 or something like that. And she won the Artist of the Decade award. And she sang like a mashup of all of her songs, and oh my god, they were amazing. And it's just like the way that Lover was the last one that she sang. And then it's just that always makes me feel so like happy whenever I watch that video, because it's the best of the music, and it's also like a concert feel because it's shot, the video is at the AMAs. So it's like you can have that camaraderie with everyone there, but like you're actually just sitting at home.
The best way.
Yes,
Indeed.
the
To consume
introvert way.
anything.
But
The
like
goblin way.
I definitely recommend
Goblin way.
watching that at some point if you had wanted. Well, if you don't like Taylor Swift, it doesn't really matter. You can watch
I'm
it
a
anyway.
goblin and I'm quiet about it.
A goblin. A quiet goblin.
I am a coblin.
A goblin.
I
Is
hoard
this like a corn on the
cobs.
cob goblin?
Yeah, a
Yes.
corn on the cob goblin. Do you guys have
You've heard of
anything to add about
hobgoblin.
this song?
It's
It's a lyric forward song that I like. But
no,
it's also
no, God,
really
that,
pretty.
I started that and I didn't know what to
It's,
say, so that sounded much worse than I intended it to.
Nope, next.
I think it's cute.
Yes.
It is cute.
Piggybacking off of yours, I completely forgot what I wanted to say.
That's okay.
Piggybacking off of your Christmas card, Mallard.
Yeah, I'm gonna write
That's
my name
alright.
too.
Okay.
There's some room left in the margins. We can do that.
Now, this last song is also from Dear Evan Hansen. How many have I done 2 songs from there, or just one?
Just the one
One.
so
Just
far.
the one. Okay. So this one is my last one, it looks like. And it's, anybody have a map? And it's so good. Have you guys heard it?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's a very relatable song.
Right? I
It is.
love it. I'm very happy that that's the last song that I have on my list. That's a good...
Map.
Wow.
Map.
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 I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm
Yeah,
the
that's
map.
what I was
I'm
thinking.
the map.
I also like the alternation of showing like the 2 different perspectives, both calling out the same thing. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I felt that. Because, everybody does at some point. You never needed a map, you're lying.
Yeah. Does anybody have a map? Anybody maybe happen to know how the hell to do this?
And you need a map to tell you how to lie better. Oh
Is
boy.
is this your
Forest, My
songs
Room with
now,
Wizard Eye. Yep, these are
Ash?
my songs now.
Okay, are you
Let's
ready?
go. Yep.
You sure?
You sure?
Go.
We're good?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
My palms are sweaty and we're going.
Okay.
Mom
Palms
spaghetti,
are
let's
sweaty.
go.
Oh wait. Introduce the song. What's it called?
This is My Room by Forest with Wizard Island. And it's a special edit without a particular bit at the end that I don't like. It's really annoying.
All right.
It's a no talkies version.
Great intro, let's go.
So, I'm gonna do this probably with most of the songs, or not all of the songs I have a suggestion on here, and I'll provide a little backstory for why I consider them to have a place on this list, or particular reasons why. So that song, "Forest My Room," it's less about that song, really more about the artist. I just particularly like that song as I find myself relating to it quite a bit. As I'm sitting here with a cozy blanket wrapped pretty much eternally around me, in my room. I'm feeling quite cozy. But Forrest is an artist that I was introduced to by a friend that I knew quite a while ago, a few years ago by this point, who kind of set me on the path towards a lot of the things that I would eventually be really interested in. They introduced me to Gorillaz, my now favorite band. They introduced me to Dark Souls 3. They bought it for me even. So they built up my love for Dark Souls out of that, and that through that, that's how I even came to meet you guys or be in this community to begin with. That I met Mallard in, and they also how they bought me Doom 2016, which I was barely able to play on the laptop I had at the time, but I remember, or well, the new Doom at the time 2016, and I still remember having a hell of a lot of fun with it, and how we played snap map maps that I made on that game together, and I haven't talked to them in a while. I don't know how they're doing right now, but that song, that artist, still reminds me quite a lot of them and talks that we had together, and how we were both able to be there for each other in a kind of a difficult time in both of our lives at that point. So I at least wanted to include one song from Forest, and that was the one I chose.
So nice. I definitely understand that.
Indeed. I think there are a lot of songs that I have that kind of feeling for. Deathbed is certainly one of those for me.
Mm.
Like, it reminds me of a time.
Yes,
Songs have
that
that kind of
time.
Time.
power.
I thought you were
Damn,
going somewhere else with that.
sorry, 5 minutes ago, that
Reminds
was a
me
fucking
of a
time, wasn't it?
time. Yeah, man.
It reminds me of a time.
Yeah. Oh boy. So
Ready for the next song?
yeah, I
E.
would be if you guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what is this song? Who's it by?
This is Paper Thin Hotel, which is, I believe, covered by Matt Maltese. I do not remember who wrote it originally, but I found this cover first, so this is my favorite.
Okay.
All right, so I don't want. I want to try and flip it because I would like you guys to do the talking about the song before I describe why I included it. Because I feel like that's better fit as a final instead of as an introductory to the conversation.
Okay. Um,
Yeah, song itself. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what to say.
It's like sad but calming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like we described it earlier, I have a piece of myself or an
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
that I have had that was very personal to me that
Yeah.
I'll share a note. So, is that the thoughts on the song that you guys got? So I can
Yeah. Tell
propose
us
it.
what you think of it.
So, I actually found this song linked in a Nakey Jakey video about relationships and breakups. And while I'm not I guess, totally experienced with relationships with love as a general thing. I've had some experiences with it, and some experiences like in where I've gone to like songs or whatever, and like trying to understand what I was feeling and like kind of move through it and work through it, that kind of thing. You know, it happens. This song, I don't necessarily only equate it to a romantic feeling or problem, or even understanding like the context and stuff. The what I take from it is it's and that really resonates with me, even if it's not the full message, is that it feels like a peace found in acceptance of something that's happened.
Mm.
And that's what the song feels like to me. That kind of okay, yeah, and just that moment of breathing out and saying, okay, this is what's happened, and this is what we're gonna accept, and this is how it is.
Yeah.
It simply tis what tis. And the piano itself really takes me to a place I still can't really describe, that feels sort of out of time, I guess, out of myself, out of whatever I'm feeling at the moment. And uh, it's very close to what I imagine like those sensory deprivation tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close to what I imagine that sensation might be like, just drifting. And that is why it's here.
It's a good reason. If you have a reason, that's a good reason. That's what I'd say.
Yeah. The reason I like it, because good song.
There you go.
Of
Ready for the next
Like
one?
it because it's good, obviously.
Yeah.
course. So this is no,
Is this an ad or is this the beginning of the song?
this is the beginning of the song. This is gonna
Okay.
be a fun
Title is
ride.
already relatable.
Uh,
This
I
is
too am
I'm
scared.
Scared by Bill Wirtz, known across the internet for his wonderful classics, History of the Entire World, I guess, and History of Japan, I guess. I really love his songs,
Oh,
and you'll probably see why as we go. So
okay.
yes.
I
Oh,
think
I'm
I might know this
excited.
song. Okay. Let's listen to
I
it.
know the guy for sure.
Okay.
So what do you guys
A bop.
think?
That was something. I will say that.
Called out so hard.
What a bop.
Something that might clear out for you guys to do the thoughts before I do the closer. A little bit.
Was that English?
Exceedingly relatable
Blah, 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 blah.
as a song. I love the presentation. The video is fantastic. The shit posting is top tier.
Mhm.
I deeply appreciate this man as a content creator.
Sample text.
What he said.
Correct.
Call out.
Yeah, I agree.
So I suppose that would be for me to do the closer. Okay, so yeah, I love Bill Wirtz. I probably found him through History of the Entire World, I guess, and that was, of course, fucking hilarious. We still quote it around the house,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
so of course, once I realized he did music and I loved his music, I of course have been patiently waiting every new upload he's ever gonna make. He also does like comedy, like weird, surreal comedy sketches too, which I also really enjoy. But anyway, something that might become more clear the further we go is I really love funk, jazzy kind of stuff, or at least songs with the element of funk or jazz.
Mm.
If it's got a groove, I'm really into it.
Mm.
And a lot of Bill Wirtz's songs have a serious, lovely, God, the bass groove. Oh, it funks so much. It gets me dancing. And of course, the
It
lyrics
fucks.
in that one kind of put it above to where, like, you know what? Yeah, this is going to be the one that I'm going to use to represent Billboards. Hell yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking scared. I'm a goddamn scaredy cat. Let's go. Let's fucking groove and dance about it.
I'm scared.
Anyway,
Yes,
so
exactly.
this is The
Scared.
Shepherd's Boy by Murray Gold from Doctor Who Series 9 soundtrack.
All right. This isn't about the song, but the picture there for a second. It not for a second. It does. It's weird that it looks like he's running more than she is. Like he's dragging her.
Yeah. I certainly
That's-
don't like this song for the album art. I'll say that.
No, yeah.
Away from the explosion. Yes.
Well,
Cool.
meanwhile, Jenna's like, I'm not moving.
I don't
Jenna's like,
remember.
"Oh,
That's
I'm not
pretty
moving."
accurate.
That's Clara.
Well, her real name is Jenna. Sorry.
Oh, right, Jenna Coleman.
Yeah, that's why I like her, because her name is Jenna.
He's really cute.
She is really cute too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're named Jenna, you're
music, what do
automatically
you guys think?
special. Sorry.
I love this track. It's really good. It captures a lot of the feel of especially new Doctor Who,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
where there's like a bit of an old reverence that the Doctor has, and a lot of this song sounds like it's a back and forth of victory sounding songs of the Doctor conquering and, you know, solving the problems and saving the companion and making it out. And then there's like the more down, darker parts of the song where it's the heroic back and forth of victory and defeat.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I think that this song encapsulates a lot of how New Who deals with that pretty well.
New Who.
New Who.
New Woo.
New Who.
Make some more blowout. New Who.
New Who. It's in my blood.
Oh goodness. Oh boy. So, Autumn, got any words?
I like how
I
it really
suppose-
builds up towards the end. It reminds me a little bit of what you were saying, Gail. Kind of feeling like like old Who versus new Who. I definitely got some like old Who vibes near the end there.
So, I guess it would be good to offer closing then, and it'd be fascinating to think where my judgments is now, how I might interpret the song lie. So for one, I adore the episode that this is from, and the moment that this coincides with in Heaven's Sent, the title of the episode that from the season, is one of my favorite moments that I've seen in sci-fi in general on a show. I mean, the reveal that happens and the things you realize as it goes through this time loop is extremely effective. Is just it was very much a wow moment for me when I first saw it, and this music was no small part to play in that. And what this song represents to me, with information taken from that sequence, is what the song represents to me is cycles and repetition. And what I mean by cycles and repetition is that the problem that this represents in the sequences overlays is a time loop or a death loop of the Doctor killing himself effectively over and over to slowly wear down a wall over the course of billions and billions of years. Actually, wait, I think it might have just been a million. Look, it was a very long time. Very, very long time. A very, very long loop to follow that we I suppose understand that he remembers all that. But anyway, so what this song ended up representing to me, and I suppose for a little bit of history about me, is I'm a bit of a fuck up idiot person. If you threw me a football 100 times, I would probably catch it only once, and that would be on the 5th try.
I wouldn't catch it at all.
Yeah.
I'd probably close my eyes while catching it, and I would miss.
Yeah. My hands would close over the ball, and then I would let it slip through it.
Oh, boy.
Butterfingers kind of way. So a song here about, and this situation that the song represents, about the cycles and repetition of trying over and 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 over again to get it right, and to finally get it on that one try, is very powerful to me as someone who often needs things re-explained and needs to go through videos explaining why a thing is this way or what is this, and I don't understand this or that. I need it explained. Which is all to say that I'm a bit slow in regards to many things. And so a song representing that slowness can still work. Is that way I take it here. This repetition, these loops and cycles can be harmonious, wonderful, and they can reach the end, and it can chip away at the Diamond Mountain, is something I find extremely powerful. And for that reason, it is the song that I chose a while ago, because someone asked me, or well, Code asked me, my friend asked me what song I would use to represent me. And this was the song I chose. Bazinga. Also,
cry.
damn, I just really like the fucking sound of it. It's a good song. It's so well composed.
I forgot that it was
also
from Heaven Sent. What an episode.
It was also used during Capaldi's regeneration sequence, which I also sincerely enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember correctly, but anyway, what was the other thing? Yes, the other final part about this song is that it's a bit whimsical and adventurous, which, I mean, I'm a bit of a goof. I'm not exactly the most serious person ever, so hey.
Seriousness is boring.
I don't know what you said, Autumn, so could you please repeat that?
Seriousness is boring. People that are too serious, I don't want to be around them.
Yeah. That's why I chose the song to represent me, I guess, if that might be a bit too, I don't know, self-interested or whatever to describe. I don't know. That is why it's here.
That's a good enough reason for me. I agree with, I definitely can understand why you like it.
Thank you.
Shall we go to the
Yeah,
next?
that's all. Oh, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
Mallard was about to say something.
Yeah, I just said agreed. I like it. I like it.
You like it.
It's good. Music good.
Music good.
So, this is Every Planet We Reach Is Dead from Gorillaz on the Demon Days album. So that is Every Planet We Reach Is Dead. What do you guys think?
First and foremost, that's a bop.
Yeah, it is. Let's go.
I don't understand the lyrics at all. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, don't even try.
But I like the sound. I like the repetitiveness of a lot of the phrases that's used.
Yeah.
That's some tasty ticklins right there.
Someone just purr.
It was my foot sliding on my chair.
It sounded like a purr. It's a good song though.
That's pretty great.
It's I was bobbing my head along with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was definitely engaging my rhythm side.
Engaging the brain.
Yeah.
You guys gotta inform me when I can do the closure. As I just
Did you have anything to say about it, Autumn?
No, I pretty much said what I was gonna say. I just need to get into Gorillaz more. Feels like every song that I hear by them, I'm just like, damn, this is a bop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling as well.
Gorillaz, as I mentioned, my favorite band, and personally labeled that. And it was really hard to narrow down songs that I would use in here, and I limited myself to two to try and describe what I best liked about them and why. Every Planet We Reach is Dead is a few things for me as that would be on my favorite for why it would be on this favorites list. But for one, taking one thing at a time. One, it really exemplifies to me how good Gorillaz is not having a single sound.
Mhm.
Gorillaz as a band really likes to work with a lot of artists and to take inspiration from a lot of different genres. That song, for instance, had a lot of elements of hip hop, a little bit of R&B, a lot of jazz influence, a lot of orchestral, some soul even. It's a big giant blend pot of different genres with it's done so well. At least it really works for me. And I like that. I really like that they don't really settle on one distinctive thing. That they always rotate around to different artists and different right, there you go. And different ideas that they try out, especially per album and even in albums in between songs. I've been introduced to a lot of musical ideas through collaborative features they've done and so on. So on that instance, I love Every Planet We Reach is Dead. On the second instance, I really like jazz. So seeing those two blends in the first place is amazing. I love the rhythms of it. I love the piano that comes in during the instrumental part. Just tickling the ivories till they gleam right there.
Yes.
And especially I am a huge fan of distortion utilized well in a musical environment or soundscape. There's another song further down the list which will employ a similar idea. Because distortion tells me that you're comfortable enough with your audio design in order to just go fucking ham with a sound that you have in mind. And I think Every Planet We Reach is Dead is a good example of that being utilized well. Number three, I really like how drifty and melancholy and kind of serene and surreal that the lyrics feel. They feel like they're painting a picture in a way. Not necessarily that I know what the picture is, but I feel like that's the action. It's like a painting rhythmic motion drifting along the waves.
I like that
And
image.
Yeah, and it tickles my brain when it comes to like dreaming up like environments and landscapes and imaginary places. Picture on the dreamer, I'll take you deeper. That's Every Planet We Reach is Dead.
All right.
So, sorry, next. This is Fireflies, also from Gorillaz, from their Now Now album.
Now?
Yep, the Now, to be
The Now.
precise.
Oh, well, gotta get it right.
Yeah.
No.
Phenomena.
Oh, is there lyrics? Should I
Yes,
pull up the
there are.
lyrics? Okay. Or are the
You
lyrics
can if
in
you like.
the video?
I don't believe they're in the video.
Okay. It's called Fireflies?
Yes. Fire space flies.
Fire space
Fire
flies?
space
No,
flies.
I
That
meant like
sounds
that.
awesome.
No.
Fire.
2
Space.
words, flies. Yes.
You confused me.
I'm sorry.
I
not
was like,
difficult
what?
to
This
do.
doesn't sound right. Okay, here we go. I liked that one. I don't understand the lyrics,
Yeah.
but I like
Gorillaz
that
does
one.
not often have very understandable lyrics.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that was Fireflies. What do you guys think?
Also
I
a
liked it.
bop. It had. I don't quite know how to state it. It had almost a spacey vibe to it,
Yeah.
which is weird. I don't know. It was I'm gonna stick with spacey vibe. I don't know how else to put it.
I feel like it'd be a
Spacey
really
vibe.
good song to just lay on the floor,
Mm.
high off your ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just listening to it.
Yes.
That is a very similar experience of well, without the high element that I had when I first listened to it.
Okay.
Actually, not when I first listened to it. When I listened to it, and I feel like I don't want to say like I truly heard it or something like that because it feels so. I don't like that.
I know what you
How
mean.
the way that sounds.
You truly heard it.
Yeah.
You like actually listen to it. Listen to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys didn't listen to the song right. I listened to it right.
You're watching movies wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I was laying on my bed. It was dark. I was just staring up at my ceiling. I had my headphones on, and you know that feeling when you're laying on the grass outside and you're looking up at the stars or something, and you get a sense of vertigo, like you're about to fall into the sky.
Yes.
That's very similar to what it felt like. Like I'd fallen off of my bed forward, upward, as I was listening to the song. I swear to God, I was not high.
I think you experienced it anyway.
High on
Yeah,
life,
maybe.
bro.
Yeah.
That is what that song feels like to me. And I really like a song's ability to transport you either to a certain time, to a certain feeling, a certain place. This song transports me in like a trance feeling. And it makes me feel like I'm sitting in a nebula sipping on stars.
Yeah.
I like
That's
that.
cool. Mm-hmm. The stars.
I know that would be the reason why it's in here. It's just this would be a song that I guess to have it on this list for me, it would be a song's power to transport you somewhere, and also that bass really funks. It gives me vibes.
Fair. It has
I
good
really like the
vibes.
sound of that wah wah wah
Mhm.
wah.
Yes.
This is "Cause for Alarm" by The Heavy from from the album "The House That Dirt Built."
That's funny because there's an album, or I don't know if it's an album or a song by Miranda Lambert that's called "The House That Built Me." I like that.
Oh yes.
I like that song. Should have put that on here. Oh, so many songs I didn't put on.
Ah.
All right.
And that is "Cause for Alarm" by The Heavy. What do you guys think?
I have no idea what the lyrics mean.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't know either.
Okay, good.
I don't understand it. But it sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My position on most music, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Yeah, pretty much.
understand. But yeah, it's got a
Magic
vibe.
music man speak funny magic word and
Here.
make good music.
Pretty much, yeah.
For
Oh, I'm just looking.
so, for my stuff on the song and what it means to me, I've always listened to this as the Dark Souls song, and two reasons for that. One, it mentions knight armors and has a bit of theming around like medieval knights and all that, and challenges and stuff. I think I really don't know. I'm reading the lyrics on a kind of surface level here and taking my own interpretation off of that. So sorry, the heavy. And two,
Made a
the
wonderful
beat.
song. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, the beat pattern matches up to the running animation in Dark Souls 3 and by extension Elden Ring. And I believe also Dark Souls 1. And you can probably test this out yourself, Mallard, since I think you're currently in game. Actually, no, you couldn't. Sorry. We're not playing the song anymore. So I love having the song in the background while I play, and because of that, it's gotten it's been an attachment to me, and I love this band's music. I love the slightly rock kind of rhythmy drum and a feeling. I don't really know how to describe it. I feel like there might be a good term for the genre, but I don't know. It's something I'm a fan of quite a lot. I was introduced to them through Borderlands 2, because they did the song that was featured as the theme for that game. I believe it is called Short Change Hero. And I made my way through the rest of the band's discography through that. And I love Cause for Alarm. I appreciate the very folklorish feeling to the lyrics, even though I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, it's got that same like repetition-y rhythmic feeling,
Hmm.
which a bit of a theme, I suppose, at this point. Yeah.
Next.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Right.
Started over. Okay. What is this song?
This is "Bird on a Wire" by Johnny Cash, and
Should I
heard it
get
through
the
the Cash
lyrics?
under
Oh, hey.
album. Yeah.
Only one I know. Old Johnny Cash.
Boy, "Bird on the Wire." So, what do you think, mates?
Hmm.
Johnny Cash.
It was very Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like. That's not
Very
a bad
Johnny
thing. I'm just
Cash.
saying that you could tell that was Johnny
Oh, it's
Cash.
a bad thing for Autumn.
I think it's a bad thing.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Sorry
I
about
like
that.
it. You can go fuck yourself.
Ooh, got him.
I will.
Oh no.
So, I mean, I suppose that is like the way that you very, very well described the song. It feels a lot like Johnny Cash. It feels like a lot of. It feels a lot like a song that he would do, which I suppose is good considering he did it. So, congratulations, Johnny Cash. You are not, in fact, AI generated.
Congratulations,
You are
Johnny Cash,
not
on being
AI
Johnny Cash.
generated.
Yay! Like a game show. The Turing test. You got to figure out whether the contestant is ChatGPT or not. Anyway.
That's gonna exist at some point.
Oh, it will. Don't worry. So bird on the wire. Jenny, if you could go back to the lyrics page so I could
Yeah.
work with some of the lyrics, as I like the song
Where did you want me to
for
look
a reason why I like a lot of other songs from this era or style of country, I suppose, is it often feels a lot more like folklore than what would become the traditional definition of country in the modern day. I really enjoy folklore. I really enjoy those kinds of tales. I enjoy myth. I enjoy legends. And this feels a lot like that. It has that kind of poetic visual imagery. Baby's still born, like beast with his horn. I've torn everyone who reached out for me. Bird on a Wire, Drunk in a Midnight Choir, or Treading My Way to Be Free. That kind of very visceral and forward, blatant visual imagery that I love. I like it. In that picture. And the lyrics themselves, because this being like poetic, I kind of feel compelled to point out why I enjoy the lyrics and what they mean to me. The song feels like a sort of apology, a very sincere apology and rumination on the person, for the person singing. Like, I haven't exactly been the best, and the thing I take from it is I want to be better. I really want to be better. I don't want to be this way that I am. And as I said before, I'm a bit of a person who does the fuck up. And there are some things that I've done that I'm not proud of. And I've done it to people that I'm not, and particularly people that I care about, that I wish to do better by them quite a lot. And I just, put simply, I don't want to be a shit person.
It's a very smart and what's the word? Universal thing,
Insightful.
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. That's the meaning of the song for me. I've listened to it a few times, particularly after some mistakes I made that I don't want to repeat. Yeah, I just burn on a wire.
All right, then. Shall we go to the next one?
It's me confessing, of course, that I've killed several people.
Oh, that's it?
Hmm.
Ah.
Those are rookie numbers. Gotta
Yeah.
bump those numbers up.
Yeah. Several is like, many.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never tell you where I buried the bodies. I swear.
There are no bodies left.
Anyway.
Yeah, you feed them to pigs.
I
Obviously.
was gonna
Yeah.
say pig farms, man.
Yep.
Oh no.
They'll eat everything.
Anyway, this is Medulla.
Anyway.
Skip right on past
Moving
that.
on from How to Get Away with Murder.
Like, what am I supposed to say? Yippee-ki-yay, partner, let's head over to a pig farm. I got some bodies I
Yeah.
need to throw in the
Right
bins.
now. Let's go on a field trip, boys.
Yes.
Can this please be a normal field trip with the frizz? No way.
No way. All right. What is this song?
Carlos. This is Medulla, the hub area in Dark Souls 2.
I believe it is composed by Motoi Sakuraba, and I will verify that very quickly. Hold on.
Whose song is this? Is this still your song? Your songs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's-
Yeah, this is all my stuff. Yes, that is Motoi Sakuraba.
All right then.
Huh, here we go.
Anything with a music box feel to it instantly got me hooked. Instantly. And then the harp comes in, I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think if I were to describe the song in one word, it would be trepidation. Because it feels very anticipatory of like an adventure, which obviously, you know, that area and the song when you first hear it is like that. You are starting out your adventure, but it has like several moments that feel more adventurous and then like almost pull back in a way.
Yeah, I
So-
definitely understand what you mean.
It is trepidation, anticipation of what's to come.
Really like that. That was very pretty for a Dark Souls game. I wouldn't expect it from a Dark Souls game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a surprising amount of like Dark Souls specifically music that's very pretty.
Like,
Versus
I'm
like
fucking
Elden
used
Ring.
to. I'm fucking used to when we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and James is picking out battle music, and it's usually Dark Souls music, and we're all just like, ah,
Yeah.
we're gonna die.
But there's like Ash Lake in Dark Souls 1 is super pretty. I do want to point out, because I'm amused at Autumn being surprised that Dark Souls has pretty music, not just battle music that makes you terrified.
Yeah, I was explaining that I'm used to the battle music of Dark Souls from playing Dungeons and Dragons, and our DM will bring that up as battle music, and we're just all terrified.
As well, you should be. Every time
That's
Bort's theme comes on, you know shit has just
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So Majula, have I ever described to you guys the feeling of being alone in the house and alone in a house at the edge of the abyss?
No.
No.
Okay, this is gonna be a fun one to try and explain.
Let's
I've
go on this
tried to
ride.
explain this a few times in my life, and I've usually failed. So I'm just gonna ask that you keep an open mind and feel it out a little conceptually about what I'm trying to explain, and I'll try to get it across as best I can because it's a bit integral to how I view Majula and what I'm going to try to describe. So, with the pandemic, this is a bit easier because I can probably be rest assured that you guys understand the feeling I'm talking about. Maybe. Have you ever been in an area or like your house or your room for enough time or in a certain state of mind that when the windows are closed and the doors are closed and you can't see outside, that there's this feeling of that nothing exists outside your window. Like you know that stuff is there factually, but there's this feeling of it just cuts away and there's an abyss that's nothing. And
Yeah.
this kind of
Sorry to interrupt.
sorry.
No, you're good. I'm familiar with this feeling.
Yeah.
I have been there for sure.
It is not something I felt only recently or during the pandemic. It is something I felt and have felt over my life, especially when I was young. It's a feeling I had when I was young. I was in my house and I know that there's stuff outside me and I know there's a world around me. It's kind of like that philosophy where you can't be sure of anything that exists outside of what you can see, or why hide and seek works so well in babies is that they literally don't know that your face is still there. They haven't developed that yet.
It got object permanence.
I was just
And
gonna
it's
say
kind
that.
of the emotional or perceptive version of object permanence where being familiar with a location, maybe, I don't know exactly the cause for this, but in that kind of state of mind, you feel like the world around you is just floating. It's impermanent, and that's at the edge of the abyss, at the edge of nothing. There's just your little pockets of reality. That's all you know. That feeling is one I can never really explain. I don't have a word for it. All I have is that description. So that's unfortunately all I'm going to be able to go off of to get it across to you guys. Majula is that kind of feeling put in a song.
Interesting.
for me, where it's isolated moments of something at the edge of nothing. You like the bells, the harps, the strings that come in and they're alive and they're well, but then it fades and it's quiet and there's silence. And that is the nothing. That is the abyss at the edge of the house, just beyond what you know and can see. It's a bit I don't know, might be a bit edgy, might be a bit like grimdark or whatever. That's the feeling, and that art of using silence to break the silence, to break the pattern, give you that little life in the song, and making something out of it that's so like it's even. I feel like I could describe it as being beyond melancholy in a way, and just it's something breaking nothing, and it's actually kind of interesting because we watched Hill House recently, and if you remember Theo breaking down in that show over feeling
Oh, yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
and hoping for something. Majula is kind of like that, or what I imagine that to feel like when the song. For that reason, it's also very calming, peaceful. It's like a reassurance in a way that's at the abyss, even at this edge of the abyss. There's something that you can hold on to. There's something there to hold as hope, I suppose. That's why I like that song quite a lot.
That sounds like a good reason to me.
Mhm.
You have passed the test.
Nice. Damn, it's a hard test.
You get to live.
Yeah.
You can continue liking the song.
Anyway, I think we're ready. Good to continue, unless you guys are confused by my explanation, or that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No.
No, I'm all good.
Okay, so anyway, this is "Never Meant to Know" by Tally Hall, and I believe the album is actually let me find it.
Do I need
Does
to get
have
lyrics
lyrics,
pulled
yes.
up?
Does have lyrics.
Okay.
The album is named "Good and Evil."
You
I
guys
like
know the
that.
band Mumford and Sons?
Yeah.
The name sounds familiar, but
That
I'm not explicitly familiar.
that had a very Mumford and Sons feel for me.
I can
Specifically,
see
like
that.
their song "The Cave."
Oh,
This was
I agree.
far more bouncy and musically interesting than that one, but
Mhm.
it gave me similar feels to what that song gives me.
I see. Question: if you
And I like
describe
that
this
song,
field,
so
what would you name them?
hmm. Difficult to explain.
Understandable. Songs give us emotions that are like that. Then, Jenna, question: what kind of emotion or feeling does that song give you?
So, this is where it brings me. In college, I did a little videography work with at the, what was it called? Psychedelic hippie barn?
All right.
And they had
Sign me
this
up.
room. It was a concert hall. And then they had this room in a silo. It was really weird. It was like out in the middle of nowhere, but it was so cool. And we would videotape the concerts, and then they had this like art exhibit and like museum area that had a beanbag room that you could just lay down on the beanbags and look up at the ceiling, and they had all these like cool colors and like very psychedelic kind of thing, projected all over the
Yeah.
room and the ceiling. And this song made me feel like I was there.
I will say I was not given very much hope with the name of the venue.
But it's so
I was
cool.
given a lot of hope with the name of the venue.
Were you let down?
No,
Okay, good.
it sounds like a place I need to go.
It's near. Hey, it's near OU. It
So
was Fur Peace
and
Ranch. That's where it was. Fur Peace Ranch, and the psychedelic room was the psychedelic hippie room was the museum thing.
Autumn, Autumn, what do you think? Same question.
No, it just gives me some kind of serenity. Just sitting here, just listen to it.
Vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Just vibing.
So, yeah, I guess to provide the clothing for the song, Tally Hall is another band I've really grown to enjoy recently, which made it hurt all the more once I realized that they released 2 albums and that was it.
Aw,
Oh no.
that's the worst.
Just a fucking course, and both of those albums were released before I even got into the. Okay, great.
Ugh.
Thanks, thanks, universe. Anyway, funnily enough, the 2 songs that were competing for this list was "Spring and Storm" from their first album, Marvin's Marvelous Musical Museum, or
Hmm.
Marvelous. I don't know. I said that like it's the name of a. What's the name of it? Oh no, what's the name of the collection of DVDs? Oh
I
no, that's gonna
don't
drive me
know what you're
nuts.
talking about.
Have you ever?
Not a clue.
Uh,
I have not. Have I ever what?
let me. I'm gonna name some things, and if you recognize it, you gotta tell me.
Okay.
Uh, Grandpa's Marvelous Musical Mansion. Sillyville. Fucking. Oh god. This is gonna drive me nuts. Oh no. Uh, Grandpa's Magical Toy Box. Toy Room.
Sounds
These are
really creepy.
Yeah, I know. These are DVDs that oh geez, the DVDs that are by a group known as I'm gonna need to look this up again. It's gonna drive me nuts. I need to understand. I need to know.
Need to know.
Uh, we sing. Oh my god, we sing.
Nope, nothing's ringing a bell. Anything that you're saying.
Nothing's ringing the bell. That's fair enough. Okay, so we sing was basically musicals for kids like that introduced them to a bunch of like nursery rhymes and songs, and
Oh.
the things I mentioned were movies that they released, which were
Oh.
on a lot when I was very young, and they're a big thing around this household for whatever reason. They're kind of weird. They're not very good movies. Anyway, what did I say that? Oh right, the name of the album reminded me of the
Oh,
Musical
yeah.
Mansion movie.
Interesting.
Anyway, the actual name of the album is Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. That was the first album they made. They made Good and Evil next, and then as far as I know, they've made nothing else as part of the script. Anyway, that was a tangent. So, Spring and Storm was from their first album, Never Meant to Know. The second album, and I like them both for similar reasons, but I ended up going with this one. And the reason I like them both is that they include elements of what, like, not quite cosmic horror, not quite outer gods like Lovecraftian stuff, but just stuff that feels like it's kind of outside the realm of my understanding. Something I was never meant to know. And that's what it's singing about. Like this band for some reason looked at a crack in the universe. They saw something there. And they wrote a few songs about it. And I really like that kind of atmosphere. I like that kind of feeling of stuff just beyond my knowledge, somewhere floating out there in space, just doing shit.
Until it turns out to be a giant Dalek.
Until it no, hey, come on. Look, maybe it could turn out to be a giant Dalek. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I really like about Never Meant to Know and Spring to Storm. And I would recommend listening to Spring to Storm if you're interested in that kind of atmosphere of song. Partly because it's just part of this other album that also has songs that don't necessarily fit into that idea. So it's while listening to this album, I just randomly stumble across this song that feels like it's talking about things in the stars that are just out there somewhere. And I really enjoy that. I really enjoy being surprised with something like that. Kind of like how, like in a game that you're not expecting to take like a tone shift or a tonal twist, like it turns into a horror game and you weren't quite expecting that. Kind of like that. That's the feeling. And I like that kind of surprise that I got. And I like the song. So, anyway. Next one.
Okay. What is this one?
Oh.
Do you know how, what is it in English?
I believe it is named something similar to The Girl Who Sells Misfortune or The Girl Who Comes from Misfortune's Shop or something like that by Kiku Hana. I cannot pronounce that Japanese. Don't even ask me to try. I will severely disappoint you. Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit. I would kill for an English version of that. That was awesome.
Yeah, I really
was.
liked that.
I'm glad that you guys really liked that. I was a bit worried at first, as it's certainly the kind of song that would definitely get a 50% speed, reverb, and rain edit on YouTube or SoundCloud somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I really love this song, and it also has a bit tied to God Friends, but I'll do that shortly because I want to praise the song first. Holy fuck! For one, the singer is absolutely extremely talented.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The vocalizations are being pulled off here shock me to no end, and they're so unbelievably. It's so unbelievably well composed and well sung. I believe that Kiku and Hana are two different people, maybe, and they're collaborating on this. Hana providing the vocals and Kiku providing the music behind the vocals, the instrumentation. Anyway, the song hits a lot of good notes for me. For one, it feels very folklore based, as you probably already know. I adore that.
For sure.
For two, it really utilizes distortion in a way that elevates the song to such an extent that it feels like it's invading my head. Like it's utilizing pretty much every piece of audio in the frequency chart, and I love that. I love that it sounds so unique, composed so well, and the lyrics and the picture of this girl walking around delivering misfortune to others around her, and she herself is in pain. It's just on so many levels. It really strikes a high chord for me in terms of production and the sounds and in the picture it paints with the music itself. It's hard for me to narrow down like particular things that really get to me because all of it is kind of just on that level that I think, ooh, yes, please, thank you. More please, and there is more. Actually, she got albums on Spotify if you would like to listen to more in this sort of style. I highly recommend it if you enjoyed this. Anyway, so this particular song is also trying to maybe not quite represent B, but be like what I want to include because Code, a friend of mine that Malo knows, and I believe Jenna knows because they've joined in on streams that we've done for Elden Ring Artbook stuff. They've introduced me to a lot of songs that I sincerely enjoy. Most most being Japanese, some not, some being orchestral, some being game soundtracks, and they've introduced me to a lot of art and experiences that I never would have had without meeting them and without being their friends. So stuff like this, I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate what it's added to what I've been able to hear and see, and emotions and things I've been able to feel that I would never have found otherwise. Because wow, I would have literally never found this if it was not directly suggested to me. And so it's in that case, it's a bit of a thank you to them for all they've been able to provide me and share with me. And yeah,
Aw, that's sweet.
Indeed.
Is this artists people's is this person who made the music the same one who did the song where we were trying to figure out what the title was? Is this from the same?
yes,
Okay.
this is that song that I was trying to figure out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I really like this song.
Okay.
It's very
Musical.
it's fun. It's a fun song.
Musical.
Yeah. It's a very
It's
musical
like a
musical
dark
song.
whimsical.
Dark Whimsical is a good
I
way
said
to put it.
Music is
whimsical, not
musical.
musical, you
You
fuckers.
sounded like you said musical.
Totally said
I heard
musical.
whimsical.
I'll
Okay.
I'll play it back when we're done, and we'll see.
It's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
All right.
Just keep repeating it.
I'm not crazy, I swear.
You might have
okay.
you might have thought you said
heard
it, but you did
whimsical.
not say it.
We're all crazy.
I heard whimsical. Hey, come on.
I said whimsical, you
You
bastard.
I heard whimsical. Also, it's delightfully earwormy in a way. Like I can feel myself humming the chorus internally in my brain right now.
Yeah. Cool. So I
Oh,
see
not
that.
for a
It feels
long
like
one.
a dance.
You see that?
What?
You started saying, I see that, and then
Oh,
you stopped.
yes. I see that the next song is 14 minutes long. Is it
Yes.
kind of like the All Too Well where it's lyrically based, or is it mainly instrumental?
It is instrumentation. There's no lyrics in that song.
Okay, why is that so
See, that
funny?
song is 14 minutes long.
I just wanted to know what
Is
I'm
you
getting
saying
into.
that? And then him saying yes. And I just pictured like the Chad face meme. This is such and such. Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's 14 minutes. What are you gonna do about it?
We're gonna play it.
Yeah, let's go.
Are we
For
ready
some music box music?
Oh, it's music box.
Hell yeah.
Music box. My can't talk. I can't.
I'm gonna cry.
My
Question why?
Oh, I know this.
grandparents have a
Oh.
little music box like this, with where it plays on the little. It's like a
I feel
circle.
like I might have shown parodies
circular
to you before, Malad. I would not be surprised if I did.
I don't remember you showing it to me. I just know Wintergotten.
Oh, nice.
And how do you say the song title?
I believe it is.
Paradise?
Sorry. This is Paradise by Wintergotten. Music box. Glad you guys like some music box music.
I like that a lot.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Wintergotten is great stuff.
It's my cup of tea.
A lot of parts reminded me of Zelda games.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, this one, Paradise, I tend to prefer it quite a lot. The first two movements in particular. Third movement is great, although I like it less for having the track on repeat, for instance, because I tend to do that. I leave the first two movements on repeat and then just do whatever I'm doing. It's a really fun vibe to work with, like adventurous, playful, and also kind of not necessarily melancholy, maybe, but like just
It's
that kind
like
of
there's something for everyone.
that kind of charm that comes along with this kind of music. into the dream that's going along with. I like it a lot. I don't have too much else to go for it. This is just a really good song. I like having on. So I suppose it's kind of representative of maybe more atmospheric or atmospheric song, I suppose, that I tend to have on. Maybe not this active or this energetic, but certainly representative. Anyway,
Okay,
so
let me.
one, two.
What is this? Starks. What does that say?
Lothric
Lothric?
Younger Prince and Lorien Elder Prince, also known as the Twin Princes, from Dark Souls 3's original soundtrack, and I believe it is composed by Yuka Kitamura.
Yeah, that's Kitamura.
No.
Alrighty.
Oh. It's like
Great.
I want to feel dread, but those violins.
Yeah, Twin Princes. Thoughts, pictures, emotions.
I fucking love the violin. Violin almost like fighting with the horn. It's just so good.
I have a particular soft spot for the choir sounds in the second phase, just the lifting, rising wall that happens. It's just pushing up the entire mix into the stratosphere.
Shit
Nutty.
just punches you in the face.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Here's a good song.
That is the experience in a nutshell.
Yeah. As you mentioned, Autumn, it is in fact quite a mix of feeling terrified and also pumped.
Mm-hmm.
It's the blood rushing and the hand shaking, and that is a recipe for making mistakes. I made quite a few mistakes in this boss fight, goodness.
Oh yeah.
It's the tension just rolling. Anyway, yeah, it's a good song. And
Yeah.
to explain why it's here in this list, I was really considering putting Bloodborne in here instead of Dark Souls 3. But I ended up settling on Dark Souls 3 because it was my first Souls game, and because this moment, the Twin Princes is basically the climax of the entire game. It's near the end of the main run with only the final boss left after them. The final boss doesn't really have an area preceding it. It's just basically from this cutscene, walk up to the final boss, fight the final boss, beat the game. So you can think of the Twin Princes as their own final boss in a way of the last area that you need to fight through, and it's the last challenge you really need to face for the privilege, quote unquote, of facing the final boss. And so, not only do I really love this song, it also carries that kind of weight for me in that this game hard. In a way, it requires patience, it requires timing, it requires an understanding in order to beat. You have to play the game through its terms, and the game will respect your dedication to do that. And I'd quit out of Dark Souls 3. I tried it a few times, and I wasn't able to beat the first boss. Then I wasn't able to beat the second boss, and it took me a while to get over those difficulty blocks. And from there on, this track then came to represent this fight thrill that I felt during this fight of just listening to this music and experiencing this boss fight. It's really well designed. It's a really good fight. Is that kind of climactic, I'm gonna do it. I've made it. I made this journey. I've suffered these hardships, but I'm going to accomplish this challenge, and I have accomplished the rest of it. And I just got to make the final push. It's basically
like
the
that a
ultimate "let's
lot.
fucking go" song.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
I died quite a few times to this boss, but I did make it. I did end up beating that game. I ended up beating Dark Souls 1. Did not end up beating Dark Souls 2. Ended up beating Bloodborne.
It's
Ended
not
up
worth
beating
it.
Sekiro. and I ended up beating Elden Ring. And now, yeah, it's fun. It's good. I'm glad I was able to make it over that wall that I first faced. I'm glad I stuck with it in the end. That is my entire selection. There are probably a dozen more songs I could put on this list. Anyway, me personally, I'm very excited to more audio music soon.
Yeah, I
Nice.
think it will be fun
Yes.
to continue because I love seeing, well, not seeing, I love hearing everyone's favorites and their explanations. I love it. So thank you.
Yes. Mallard, I expect a
fun.
written thesis for every song you picked.
I mean, I could probably do that for like 2 or 3 of them.
No, you don't need to. I like the explanations. I like hearing the reasoning. I like offering the reasoning too. But yeah.
I'll get some depressing explanations from me for sure.
Let's go.
Welcome to the first episode, motherfuckers. Buckle in.
Yeah.
I'm glad you've been a part of the recording. Glad to have offered songs and to have shooketh out of my own skin, apparently, while walking skeleton.
Never gonna give y'all up. Never gonna
There you
let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.